Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker, and I had to change my camera angle. My laptop died on me today, so I'm back using my old desktop. It's okay, it works, but now I gotta see what's going on with my old laptop. So different camera angle. I hope my audio's okay. I hope the picture's okay. We'll get this figured out eventually. Well, they came and nuked the Guys Going Their Own Way 1 and 2 forums on Reddit. And I knew this was going to be a matter of time. That's what I've literally been talking about the last couple of weeks. They've both been, the main Guys Going Their Own Way, MGTOW. That forum has been quarantined for a year or two. It's been around for I don't know how long. And it kind of got a little bit rough in there. As a matter of fact, I was kicked out of there because one time they showed a girl slapped a guy, and he picked her up and did a suplex on her and knocked her out. And I was like, to me, that's a little extreme. I think that was a little bit of a harsh reaction, and boom, I was kicked out of the forum. But I was in the Guys Going Their Own Way 2, and I can't use the acronym because YouTube. So I was in the other one, and somebody posted on the forums today. They said, hey, they've wiped both of them. And sure as anything, I logged in to see, and you can see here that somebody took a screenshot on Locals. Shout out to my Locals members for posting this, so I was aware of it. Content is banned. Sorry you don't have access to this content. It may have been removed or set to private. There at one point, there were 130,000 people on this forum. And again, they call it poisonous and toxic and bad and all the other isms and everything else on there. And here's the main thread that I wanted to talk about. And this is a subreddit that's, what's this one? It's called Subreddit Drama. But anyway, as of 3 hours ago, they've said the Guys Going Their Own Way has been banned. And the thing of it is that, it's one thing to say, well, we don't want negative subreddits on here. But Reddit has some pretty heinous, they have some pretty heinous subreddits. I'm not going to get into them, but you can go up to the search and do some searches and find some, you can find adult spicy stuff. You can just, you name it, it's out there. But this is the one they decide to remove. But the thing of it is they haven't removed the equivalent, which is female dating strategy. Female dating strategy talks very poorly about men. They call us scrotes. They call us a dozen other names. And they basically talk about how men are worthless, but certain ones, and they're just as negative as the guys' forums. But again, it's just the men's forums that have been nuked. And the thing is, if you just look through the forum responses to this, which I'm going to scroll down through here, you can see that they're like, well, I'm just going to read through some of the posts. Female dating strategy, meanwhile, keeps going strong, LMAO. Someone else says they can go their own way. Some of other people say, I see a lot of people saying 2X is female going their own way, and they couldn't be more wrong. 2X is about dealing with life as a woman and unlearning harmful ideas about ourselves. Yeah, that's kind of what the Guys Going Their Own Way thread was about. Someone else, yes, everything wrong with the internet and one convenient sub. And someone else says, I haven't even thought of that sub for like 6 months. I wonder what I did to successfully avoid it for that time. Can't block it. And they just go on and on and on. I'm not going to read all of them. If you guys want to check it out, you can just go to Reddit and do a search for Mike, Golf, Tango, Oscar, Whiskey, and you'll be able to find it. But this is the beginning of what I was talking about, where they're going to start. Now they're coming strong. YouTube has as of their latest terms of agreement, TOA. They've come down even harder, where you can't make fun of certain groups. You can't make fun, and one of those groups more than likely is going to be women soon, even though it's not official. They're removing guys talking about certain things, and here on Reddit they're removing the forum on this, and now they're talking about going after men's rights. Men's rights. There is if I come down here, there's a where have all the good men gone? They're going after that. They're going to go after men's rights. It won't be long until men's rights gets blown out. And again, it's because guys just want a place where we can talk. And you know what? Yeah, we're going to crap on people. And yeah, we're going to make fun of situations, and we're going to make fun of Karens, and we're going to make fun of dating profiles, and we're going to make fun of women's unrealistic expectations. And we're going to talk about men's issues too. And when they say, well, yeah, but a lot of times that's very negative or it can be very toxic. Look, the thing is, when a lot of guys go into, say, AA, when they go to, or a lot of people go to Alcoholics Anonymous, or they go to a meeting group, maybe where they've used illicit substances and become addicted, they don't go in there and talk about kitties and rainbows and like the good time they had with their brother-in-law fishing. Maybe they do, I don't know. They go in there to talk about what their problem is, to get it off their chest, to get it out in the air, to get it out to where they can kind of say, look, this is bothering me. I'm bottling it up. I want to talk about this. Or here's why I had this problem in this relationship. Or here's why I have this relationship with alcohol or something like that. And hearing that story from other people lets guys know, or the people that are in these type of forums, that it makes them understand they're not in this alone. And that they talk about what their problems are. So when men want to talk about, like, look at all these bad things that women have done, or look how men have been hurt, or look at, here's my divorce story. The reason why that's so powerful and it's so strong in sharing it is because it lets guys, it's almost like making a slit in a wound and getting the fester and the pus and the poison out. That's what a lot of these things are about. And that's why a lot of times guys will say, hey, can you do something that's like, I don't know, an uplifting story or something that's positive? And I say, sure. And then I'll do that story and it gets 40,000 views. But then when I talk about Karen and how she screwed up and she wishes she had kept her husband, that gets 300,000 views. Because if somebody wants to learn about financing, they'll go look up financing. If someone wants to look up how to camp in the woods, they'll look up how to camp in the woods. But when guys want to vent their frustrations, and when guys want to get that angst out of their soul, this is where they go, is forums like this. And when they take this away from people, all they do is they go either underground or they go someplace else to kind of get their vent. And that's one of the things, you guys I are probably going to get tired of me talking about it, but that's what my locals forum is, where guys are just like, I have a thread that is all about memes. And we have a thread that locked at the top of it that's all about just inspiring music. And guys are posting stuff that are like, hey, here's a dating profile. Here's somebody acting badly. Here's a link to this. It's what we do. It's not always about finding positive things, which is a good thing. And a lot of times on the guys going their own way forums and over on locals, we do talk about that stuff too. But it's about being able to vent. And even when you're past the red pill phase, and when you're, or not the red pill, the red rage, the red pill rage phase, and you're saying, you know what, I'm okay with life and I'm good about this. When you talk about this stuff, especially myself, I get angry and I get frustrated. Not over what's happened to me, not because of where I am in my current life. I get all frustrated and angry because I see what young men are going through today. And they just want a place to talk about this stuff, and they just want to find commonality with other people, and that's being taken away from them constantly. And this is another situation where it's being taken away from them. Guys, when they remove you from Facebook, and they remove you from Twitter, and they remove you from YouTube, and they remove you from Reddit and wherever other places, it's to shut you down. It's to shut you up. It's to make you go away. And for some reason, they think, well, if these young men can't talk about this anymore, they're going to snap in and fall into and be a good little soldier in society, and they're going to listen to mainstream news, and they're going to do as we say. That's not how this works. This just drives men underground further, and it doesn't allow light to be shed on it. And I think there is a way to vent your frustrations and talk ill of your past. But when you don't have a counter voice of, whoa, dude, you're going a little dark, you're going a little deep, maybe come back out, maybe kind of don't leave society here, just find a positive way to vent your frustrations. When you take this away from men and take away their ability to talk about this, you end up driving them underground. And this is where you can get people that go a little too far. It's the same thing when they talk about speech that's deemed, oh, that's kind of hateful speech. If you drive them off the internet, they make little cliques and pockets of societies that are not on the mainstream web. And then, yeah, maybe they do go down a dark rabbit hole or something like that and get into a bad place. I think you can't drive this out of society. It's something that we need to talk about. And men need these, like a positive place to be able to talk about this. So on the men's rights forum, I just glancing over to the side here, I see that it was started March 19th, 2008. I can't look and see when the guy's going their own way was started because, well, they've blown it up now. But guys, this is part of the thing that, again, they're just going to shove you off to the side and expect you to be quiet and be a positive member of society. That's not how this works. So there it is. This is the first step of more removals. Guys, I don't know. I don't know where you're going to go to get your fix for this stuff. I know there's manosphere.tv. I know there's guys going their own way, the Mike Golf Tango Oscar Whiskey.tv. There's Rumble, there's Library, there's Locals. You're going to have to find alternative platforms. This is Reddit today, but tomorrow it's probably going to be YouTube or more stuff on Twitter or Facebook. I get frustrated because this is not a positive thing to happen to anybody. Guys, if you enjoy original content, if you'd like to see dating profiles of the day where I roast dating profiles that women are putting online, if you'd like to get new original news every day where I talk about various topics, and if you'd like to see the losses of the day, I'm moving all of those to the end of my content, and they're going to be exclusively on locals.com. That's betterbachelor.locals.com. You can also join several other creators over on Locals, such as Coffee with Scott Adams, The Rubin Report with Dave Rubin, Tulsi Gabbard, Viva Barnes Law, Better Bachelor, of course, yours truly, Michael Malice, and let's see who else we've got on here. We've got Donald Trump Jr., we've got Prager University, the Babylon Bee. Who else is fun? Carpe Donktum is over here. Paul Joseph Watson, Dr. Drew. We got tons of creators that are unique, and everybody is moving over to locals.com. Well, when I say everybody that's smart, that is. So if you'd like to see original content done by me, become a supporter today over at betterbachelor.locals.com. Join myself, 35,000 other of your fellow viewers from YouTube, and join other content creators to get new and unique perspectives that you can no longer see on YouTube.